Go
Now,
live with Big Swede.
this is going to end up being a promotion for BigSwedeStudios. You know that, right?
Well, is he still recording or what?
Oh, yeah. Oh, he's very active.
All right, there he is. Stefan Svensson from the drummer of Flesh Caffeine is here. Wow.
Happy New Year. All right.
So, Stefan, I have a question for you. What was it like recording in the studio with John Christ on Flesh Caffeine?
It was great. Loved every second of it. It was challenging, but it was great. And he put up with my drumming. So great experience,
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
So let me tell you, James.
Go ahead.
I think I put an ad in Musician Magazine or something like that. I didn't want to just like put flyers on the wall in a rehearsal studio, right?
Uh-huh.
And so I put some ads out, and I think Stefan answered one, and classic Swedish style, right? He's like, "Well, why don't you come over to my house, and come on in." And I live down in Beverly Hills, and he goes, he's listening to some of the stuff, and he's going, "All right," and he was one of the first guys that I saw that had like electronic drums. These V drums. He was all into these V drums. V is in Victor. V drums.
No, it's D drums, actually.
Was it
D
drums?
It's the Swedish version.
Oh, of course.
Yeah. Anyway.
So anyway, so I don't know how he did it, but I ended up driving down to Beverly Hills and going in this place, and I'm greeted by this 6-foot blonde, I think her name was Topo. She was wonderful, gracious, invites me in, and we're sitting there, and I don't know if I had sent you tracks with drums on it or just guitar tracks or whatever, but I think it was tracks with like a beat or a drum machine. Or yeah, it's just a drum machine.
Put my own take
and
on
he goes, I get what you're saying about the drum beats and everything. He goes, but I'm going to redo it all. He said, give me a chance to do it my own way and come up with my own parts and accents, and we'll see what happens. And it was perfect, because I told him one thing. I said is, all I want is when you go into the studio and you play your tracks, that if there's no guitar at all and we just listen to your part, that it sounds like a cool song just on drums, and it's got to be fun for you to play or it's not right. And he just went for it, and it was great.
Yeah, sure.
I did the BS way. I'm just trying to put something interesting in there,
Well, Stefan, it's been nice to meet you, man, and I'm so glad. Does anyone have any Flesh Caffeine questions? We have the two guys right here.
I must say, there have been some recent requests for a Flesh Caffeine tour, so there may be openings available. I'm not sure what the budget's going to be yet, but I'm just kind of floating the word out there.
Sounds interesting.
James, you said, was it the Wintersorg guys that were saying?
The Wintersorg guy, yeah, from Sweden, yeah. Matthias talked about you. Go ahead, John.
Okay.
They said, yeah, you come to Sweden, we'll put a band together for you, and you can just do the Flesh Caffeine stuff. I said, well, here's the one thing. When I put a band together the first time, it was great. Stefan was drums. We had Howie Simon on guitar player, great guitar player and singer. But the problem was the guitar parts were so syncopated, it was really hard to sing and play at the same time. And a lot of that stuff originally was written for Glenn in Danzig, so his voice is high. And then a couple other singers which dropped out of the mix one by one as the project went on. Stefan remembers. He was like, I don't know. Even he had doubts I was going to be able to pull the vocals off. Remember?
Yeah. I'll sing. Maybe I'll sing on the next one. No.
Yeah, right? No, wait. But I just
in Sweden.
No. I'm feeding you a line, because now you get to talk about when you went into the studio and we were doing stuff. With that one engineer that was in the garage studio behind the house, and the guitars were sounding good and the vocals were kind of weak, and you're like, I'm not sure you're going to be able to pull it off, and then you saw the end result.
Yeah. No, it's
Well,
great.
well,
I love the record. It's great.
yeah, I was listening to it the other day, Stefan. Now that we actually have the members of Flesh Caffeine, is there anyone in the feed that want to come on live with us and ask them a Flesh Caffeine? You know, because now that we have Stefan here, you know, I kind of want Stefan to stay a little bit, you know, because you worked with John. So, hey, John, we have another special guest here. We have Sinful Celluloid. Chris is here. Chris, you know, our buddy Sinful Celluloid is here. Let's see if he wants to go live with us. See if he wants to say something. Let's send an invite to Chris. So, Stefan, how are you feeling today? You look great. You never age, don't you?
That is funny, actually.
Well,
I'm doing pretty good. I'm making music today. I mixed all day yesterday and working on a lot of new tracks, actually.
Are you
yeah.
Are you still in LA? How are the family?
No, they're great. I am in Palm Desert, actually.
Oh, wow.
So I've been out here for a couple of years, just taking a break from the city.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's nice, you know. Very productive, actually. So
wow.
Cranking it out. Yeah.
Wow. So does that mean, since you're recording, do you have to leave then? Do you have to go or what?
No.
He's on a break right now. He's on a break.
Of course he is. So, well, yeah.
No, wait, James. Let me tell you one thing. Stefan, he had this most amazing loft apartment. You remember once you moved out of Beverly Hills into downtown. Tell us what street that was on, because we would go up. I
was in downtown. I was on Spring Street. I had a place for 19 years, and I had a recording studio on the top floor there. And it turned into be an amazing, creative-wise.
It was incredible.
Yeah, I wrote and recorded and produced over 1,000 songs there. 1,000 songs, which is crazy for anybody, you know.
And he's still average. I don't know.
So, hey, Stefan, listen, you're going to be in the part 3 interview with Christ, all right? There's a little section about you because the member asked about you, so I appreciate everything that you've done. Your drum work is amazing, man. It truly is.
Thank you. Yeah, Big Swede and John Christ. I think that
I call him Thor.
Good, you know?
Yeah.
Call me BS, you know.
What is
yeah.
it? BS or, he likes BS, Big Swede.
It's Big Swede, yeah.
Okay.
Well, Big Swede, listen.
Wait, I have one last thing to say, Big Swede. I learned this from my sister. I'll probably pronounce it badly, but let's see. Now, don't take this the wrong way, Stefan. But I'll put it this way. In regards to your drumming, jag älskar dig.
Very good. Happy New Year.
All right. Happy New Year.
Cheers.
To you too.
All right. Bye, Big Swede. Thanks so much for coming, man. It's nice to meet you. All right. Bye, Big Swede.